So I was born in Clarksville, Arkansas. I grew up in the Ozark-Altus area. Spent most of my life there. Went to college in Russellville, and that's really where my interest in weather was born. I was actually scared of storms as a kid, and some of my earliest childhood memories is watching Channel 5 through a grainy antenna signal that would go in and out and track those storms with folks like Jay Hillgartner, Garrett Lewis, way back in the day, right? And eventually I became more interested and less scared of storms. The more I learned, the more I watched, and over the years I just became more and more fascinated. But born and raised here, this is home. These hills and valleys have been calling me back for quite some time. My life revolves around my dogs. Got 3 golden retrievers right now, had more over the years. Literally my day revolves around those dogs. I love them more than most people. They eat better than I do, and they are truly the highlight of my life. There's Stormy, there's Cooper, there's Sophie. They're all 8 right now, and even at their older age, they're still just like puppies. They have really unique individual personalities. Cooper is obsessed with me, and he's scared of everything and feels like I'm his protector, and he's my constant shadow. Stormy, on the other hand, is very adventurous. She's very just wild. She's a wild girl. Her name kind of gives it away, right? And there's Sophie. She was a rescue later on, and she is just a girl who's finally coming out of her shell, living the life she always deserved. And that's another thing that I love the most is just animal rescue. I spent a lot of time over the years fostered 23 dogs, and it broke my heart every single time to see them go to their new home, but obviously that's the goal, right? And back in Little Rock, I worked heavily with the local Humane Society and the city animal shelter to make sure we were always trying to find dogs and cats their homes. And so if I'm not here, there's a good chance I'm doing something with the pups. So I have 2 favorite TV shows. I love The Andy Griffith Show. I've watched every single episode dozens of times, and it is by far my favorite thing in the world to watch. It's like mindless and easy, and just takes me back to a simpler time, right? I also love The Office. I'm obsessed. I've watched every single episode with the exception of the last one, probably dozens of times. I've never watched the last episode because I just can't accept that it's over, and so I just live in this fallacy that The Office is still on air, and I'll just never conclude that chapter of my life. So I grew up duck hunting with my grandpa in the Arkansas River bottoms. Look, West Arkansas may not be known for its duck hunting as much as maybe like the Delta in Eastern Arkansas is, but there's some really special places around here that offer some decent duck hunting, and some of those best memories are being freezing cold on a Saturday morning, eating Little Debbie's, waiting for hours just to see one duck, and that is what I live for in the fall and the winter. Just the sport in of itself is captivating to me, but as I grew older, the intersection between weather and climate and migratory birds, it's a very tight-knit relationship, and the science behind why ducks migrate where they do, when they do, how weather plays a role in that has become a really fascinating aspect for me. And so I find myself moving from more of just a duck hunter to more of a duck conservationist, and really invested in the conservation science behind things. How do we protect wetlands? How do we ensure that the habitat remains as good as it always has been here in Arkansas? Whether it's duck hunting, duck conservation, habitat management, those things really excite me, and weather is pivotal to all aspects. So I've spent the last 11 years in Little Rock, several of those working at our sister station in Little Rock, tracking storms that moved through here and eventually moved our direction. So even though I wasn't actually here, it felt like I was always looking at eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas weather, because it eventually did move our way. So I've watched Channel 5 since I was a young kid. I've watched every anchor come through, I've watched every meteorologist, and truly been a Channel 5 fanboy my entire life. My family has worked here over the years, and my goal is always to get back home. But when I tell you it is an honor to be here at this station that I hold in such high regard, that has such a strong legacy in our communities, it's something that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and it's almost here. And I really look forward to working with the team that's here, that have been doing an excellent job over the last several months, learning from them, growing with them, and delivering a good, accurate forecast to the local community. It's people I know, it's people I went to school with. I know the people, I know the values around here. I can pronounce Altus and Lavaca. and grab it, and all those things just make me so excited to be here at home.